What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kishshana, and we are back for another quick shot of vitamin K. Okay, friends, so I have been taking you through some different aspects of management that are really important if you're going to be dialed into your number one asset, and that is your people. And I talk a lot about managing people because, y'all, I'm in the relationship business, relationships at work. And so today I want to talk with you about something that I know we've heard time and time and time again, and that is managing up. What is it about the idea of managing up that feels so cringe to me? Well, one, I think it's because it's like, oh, somebody else can be out of control. They can be a completely terrible manager. They can have no people skills. And I'm expected to twist myself into a pretzel so that they're comfortable, so that I can get a result. That feels so cringe, right? So I tried to think about how I actually manage up because I work with amazing CEOs, founders, business owners every single day who are navigating huge business model challenges and shifts and growth and succession. And I've got to navigate with folks. And so I started to think about managing up in a little bit of a different way. Managing up presents an opportunity for me to develop myself. I know I'm big on focus on me, but it's an opportunity for me to be able to kind of put to work some of the skills that I have been learning about how to navigate different personalities to get the results I want. How to really engage with people who may think differently than me and who may have personalities that rub, because as you move along in your career, you're going to encounter lots of different people. And ultimately, people just want to be seen and heard. And so it's an opportunity for me to really see what drives my manager, what drives that person that I have to interact with who's above my pay grade, and what gets them to yes, what gets them to excitement. Can I figure that part out? So it becomes sort of like a puzzle that I get to navigate while I'm trying to navigate the world in my job. So you're like, Kishshana, how do you do this? How? My manager won't keep our time together. My manager always cancels our meetings. My manager just gives me a list of more things to do when I connect with them, and I'm never able to have a two-way conversation. One of the things that I would suggest to you in an effort to manage up is to document, document, document. I know, y'all. Why do we have to do these things? Honestly, it's for my own sanity. I like to make sure that I'm keeping track of what I'm working on, what I'm needing help in, what rocks my manager can move for me when I've asked for help, because I want to be able to paint a picture of where my manager can really step in and actively support me, and where I need them to step back and let me do my own thing. So that's kind of how I paint my picture. The second thing is I like to drive the agenda. And so I don't go into meetings with my manager without having a clear agenda that I've shared with them ahead of time. Now, whether they read it or not is a whole nother different situation. But I like to make sure that I'm prepared going into those conversations so I can demonstrate what's really important to me, what I'm prioritizing. And then if they offer different things in that conversation they want me to shift my attention to, we can have a robust conversation about what I need to reprioritize in order to be able to focus on that. So another thing I want you to know in managing up is you got to know your own goals. What are the goals that you are on the hook for? What are the work streams that you are managing? What are the key performance indicators that you have to answer to at the end of your budget year? Being able to tie your day-to-day work to what you're responsible for, and then being able to really engage your manager in that conversation actively and consistently will ensure that you are keeping front line and center with both what you need to get done and seeing where your manager's work folds into that as well. Then I want you to really think about this last thing, and I think it's so important. Ultimately, what is your job? And this might be a little controversial, but I will say that over the years, I've learned that when I understand that at the bottom line, my job is to make my manager's job easier, then it allows me to be able to think differently about how I get to engage with them. If I have a micromanager, then they need more information. They need lots of information. So I tend to flood them with that information. Over time, they'll ease up. If I have a manager that's completely hands off, then I like to present more detailed reporting. Here's what I did. Here's the action item. Here's the go forward. Here's my suggestion. Here's my recommendation. Here's what I'm going to do next if you don't respond by. If I have a manager who likes to be all hands in, but is not a micromanager, I like to really carve out clear spaces for them to engage and recommend that so that I'm actually managing both the project work we're doing and the person that's involved in that. So if you're like, Kishshana, I need help. I need coaching on how to navigate my work situation. Things are sticky. I don't always do the best at managing up, and I really want to get better at that. And some of these books out here are so confusing, and they give me rubrics and diagrams and things that I can't remember when I'm stressed. Then I want you to reach out to me and to my team. We're going to be able to help you get aligned with a coach who can help you develop strategies and tactics and get you moving on being able to manage up. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you lock in to our information below. And if this was enough of a tidbit to get you going, I want to hear in the comments how you did. What did you do to manage up? All right, friends, I'm out of here for today. I hope you enjoyed this session. And remember that there is a 4-part series. So keep it locked and make sure you watch our next episode in this series on managing.